Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is West Coast EDC, and today I have a full review of the Maverick S. This is a Matthew Christensen design made by Riot, and this is based on his custom model. And this is, I believe, maybe not his first, but one of the few that I've seen from him production runs that have really just impressed me, even just from videos and photos. This thing kind of is just such a looker. Gorgeous shape, blade shape. Love the hollow grind and everything on it. So yeah, we're gonna jump into it. Just starting off, like I said, it's a gorgeous knife. It's a great size too. The last knife that I reviewed was the Jaeger, and this for me is just a little bit more EDC friendly. Like I said, I live in California. I like wearing shorts. I like carrying light, and this, even though it's a very similar blade shape, it carries a lot better in pocket. And I think for me, the size is kind of what is going to keep it in my collection. I mean, you could even compare it to something like a nimble, right? And you got pretty similar carry to a nimble. But I just, the hollow grind on this thing really makes it a laser. And it's great for cutting. Compared to something like the nimble, like I said, very similar shapes on these two knives. And the nimble to me is one of my my all-time favorite EDCs. So this just kind of follows suit. You just get even more of a cutting edge with this one, where this one's got the choil. Really helps with the ergos on this, but I don't really need it. I mean, this kind of leads me into the ergos on this. It just fits my hand so well right there. And there's no jimping or anything right here. And I've heard other people say that this gets a little sharp, but for me, I mean, boom, I'm right here. I got 4 fingers on it. Really comfortable, and you know, it works. It really works for me, and as far as the carry goes, it's just phenomenal. Ergos are really good too. There's no hot spots or anything. This clip is great. Where its place is perfect. It kind of goes right into the base of my fingers, and it just disappears. You can tell this is a really well thought out design, and for the size, it really does a great job of filling out the hand. Another thing that I really like about this knife is just the overall fit and finish. Everything's just nice and smooth, clean lines. Riot just knocked it out of the park on this one. Dead centered as well. Just a really nice design. They went a little bougie on this one. They got zirconium accent. So they got the pivot collar, the thumb studs, and then the clip and the back spacer, I believe, is also zirconium. The clip is one thing I did want to talk about, though. Probably one of my very few gripes on this knife. Zirconium's a little bit softer than titanium, and I've had a couple issues with this clip, but we'll get into that in a little bit. I want to focus on the action, kind of getting into that, and that's what really puts this knife, sets it apart for me, because I don't really like thumb studs. I'm not a big thumb stud guy. I usually prefer the Spidey hole or like a front flipper or something, but these are just so well done, and this just absolutely flies out of there. I mean, even reverse flick, no problem. And I think it's just the way that they made these is just, they're large, and they got that jimping on the side, which I really like. It catches the thumb, catches the finger great. And then on the way down, I mean, it's not a total guillotine, but I don't really need it to be. I don't really prefer my knives like that. I kind of like when they get a little shake. I mean, it's literally just one shake and you're down. So I got nothing to complain about the action. I think the action is actually really dialed on this one. I know that with the liner lock ones, they have the micarta liner lock versions. They're a little different. I heard the detent's a little snappier. To me, this is perfect. I don't need it to be any more snappy than it is. I don't need it to be... I don't need it to be anything more or less. I think that this is kind of the sweet spot for me, really. Yeah, and you can just see, like, inside on this thing, it has been milled out. I don't know if that's a good angle or not. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. But they did a ton of internal milling on this thing, and it just makes it so it's real light, and it's not light like super light, but it's just light. It's a good carry. I really like the frame lock. It just feels clean in the hand, and it's a nice weight, EDC weight. I mean, like I said, you can just, the fit and finish, and what's nice about all these like little milling pockets and stuff is it makes the acoustics even better. So I mean, and that's the best part about this knife. I mean, when it closes, it just got this satisfying click to it, and it's just really nice. Fidget is just off the chart for this one. Kind of getting into the gripes. I really like the zirconium, and I think it's a nice touch, and it kind of sets this knife apart from other knives, kind of in that price point. It makes it feel a little bit more premium. The only thing is with this clip is zirconium's a little softer, so I'm starting to get a little bend on this clip, and you can kind of hear it. Even when it's shut, it's starting to get a little bit, like I kind of got to force it a little like that. But when it's open and that frame lock drops down like that, it's got tap. And it's enough tap to where I can tell, like, while I'm opening and closing the knife, which not my favorite. I could take this thing off, bend it. It's just something to note. Do I wish it was titanium? Yes, but at the same time, do I like that it's zirconium? Yes, because it matches all the other accents. But I mean, other than that, would I love a Spidey hole here? I would, but I think that the thumb studs work so well that there's really no need. There's no need to change anything like that. This knife, another home run. Riot killed it. The design's great. Yeah, and I'm really impressed by this. I remember when I first saw these, I was kind of like, I don't know if it's for me. And then I started watching some videos about them, saw how excited people were to have them, saw everyone's reactions were pretty good. So I said, I'll check it out. And I'm so glad I did, because yeah, I don't see this thing going anywhere. I do want to try the liner lock. I would not sell this for a liner lock. I think that the frame lock for me is just going to be my preference. This frame lock is a little tough, I will say. It's not the easiest to disengage, but you get used to it. It doesn't tear my thumb up or anything, but it is something to note that it's not the easiest frame lock to push over. Like, if I'm not looking, I can't really tell how far I've gone, just because it really does take a little bit more pressure than I'd like. But it's more of just an opinion. It's more of like something that you can just get used to. It's not really like a flaw in the knife itself. But yeah, like I said, really impressed by this. I picked this one up secondhand off of Reddit. Got it for a pretty good deal. It comes in this little pouch, which is also really nice. I get so sick of the zipper pouches. Whenever I see anything different, it's kind of like, oh, you know, piques my interest. But yeah, again, guys, this is the Maverick S, based on his custom design. I believe S is for small, but this is the production run by Riot. And yeah, it's a great knife. I would highly recommend it. And you know, I'm like I said, I'm glad I picked one up, because while I like the look, I didn't know how it was going to be for me personally, because I do like smaller knives. But the carry on this is great, and the action, I mean, you know, Riot killed it. There's nothing new there. So there is the full review of the Maverick S. Thank you guys for watching, and click like and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.